Hi, welcome to the SDP. I'm Kevin, the happy hipster.
僕はイチゴ、アニメのキヨドホストだ。
If you're watching this, it means I've managed to circumvent YouTube's copyright bots. So bots, this finger's for you. That's one chance I'm not taking. Previously on the SDP, I counted down the 10 songs which made you wish the world had ended on the 21st of December, as was interpreted by some people. But now I'm sharing with you the songs that made you glad it didn't. These are the top 10 best hit songs of 2012. Remember, in order to count, the song has to have placed in Billboard's Year-End Hot 100 chart, and you'll have to bear with me here. If it's hard enough to explain what makes a song bad, then it's even harder to explain what makes a song good. Plus, there don't seem to be as many good songs doing well these days.
アメリカが落ちてどこまでを示している?
It's a disgrace. But for you, my viewers, I'll try. We're going to skate to one song and one song only. Yes. Our first song is Ninja? Actually, that has a nice ring to it. Okay, Ninjas in Paris by Jay-Z and Kanye West. And I'll tell you one thing, those two have become awfully close over the past few years, eh? I'm pretty sure they're straight. They have some high-profile honeys under their wings. Back on point, their partnership culminated at the end of 2011 in the album Watch the Throne. And I bet no one could have predicted that its best-performing single would be the one with an unmentionable word in it. But when you play the track, all its iconic moments make you wonder why you ever doubted it.
Y'all don't know that don't phase. The next could go 0 for 82 when I look at you like you the gravy.
Jay-Z, master of willpower and denial.
Psycho, I'm libo to go Michael. Take your pick, Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.
I'll go with Mike Tyson. Seriously, have you fought him in Punch-Out? That's cray. Granted, not all the jokes are on the dignified side, particularly when Kanye's involved, but arguably, that just makes it all the more fun to listen to. Plus, you can't deny the awesomeness of the ending, which features a Blaze of Glory sample of all things. That Will Ferrell movie with the ice skating and the two guys. Yeah, whatever. It's not so much the technical prowess, but the X factor of Ninjas in Paris that becomes its defining quality.
9.
Number 9 is Young, Wild and Free by Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, and Bruno Mars. Now, the Dogfather has done some pretty wacky things in the past year, not the least of which was converting to Rastafarianism and receiving a new name, Snoop Lion. But amidst all this lunacy, he co-starred with upstart rapper Wiz Khalifa in a stoner comedy movie called Mac and Devin Go to High School. I assume the film's nothing to write home about, but seriously, they casted a 42-year-old as a high school student. But the leading single from the soundtrack puts the D.O.G. back in his marijuana-fueled element. Khalifa joins in for the song as well, and despite having been, flow-challenged in the past, being in the presence of a living legend seems to have put him at the top of his game. Plus, we have Bruno Mars on the chorus, and although he set the emotional bar lighter than what he tried and failed to accomplish on songs like Grenade and Lighters, there's no need to. He nails the fun and fancy-free atmosphere of the rest of the song. After all, when you live like this, you're supposed to party. Please take responsibly off of Valley in Colorado, Washington.
8.
This next song needs no introduction. So let's introduce it. Oppan Gangnam Style! Seriously, I've said everything I need to say in my original review of this song. Now, the reason it isn't higher on this list, and the reason I only gave it a C, is because it's overly dependent on paratext to get its point across, be it the video or some article explaining the Korean lyrics. Nonetheless, I'm amazed that Psy was able to not only incorporate the social trends of his neighborhood into his lyrics, but to capture the world's attention with them. One wonders what could come next. Perhaps a country song like Taylor Swift's Love Song, but about a blue stater and a red stater. Now that I think about it, the Taliban in all its misogynistic glory could fit in with 90% of today's rappers.
その侮辱は誰を狙っていた?
I'm not sure. Back on point, Psy has a new single out, so I wonder what social issue he would dare tackle next. Let's take a listen.
오빤 딱 내 스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 오빤 딱 내 스타일
That's it, stick a fork in it, he's a one-hit wonder. Back to Gangnam Style. Even if you as a listener can't understand the Korean lyrics without some form of help, that doesn't change the fact that they are about what they are. And that's what I look for when grading songs. You know what I'm saying?
7.
Number 7 is So Good by B.O.B. and Ryan Tedder. Now B.O.B. is nothing if not a ladies' man, a rarity in the rap game if I may say so myself. He established this tradition on Nothing on You, his first single, and his clean streak continues with So Good. And this song mixes pickup lines with references to fine art and tourist destinations the world over. Are some of these lines corny? Perhaps, depending on your patience, but I appreciate him making references to the likes of Michelangelo and George Gershwin instead of whatever the kids reference these days. And in terms of perceived lameness, this is nowhere near Lil Wayne and Pitbull fare. Speaking of which, his goal seems to be not simply sex, but true dating and adventure. The sentiments of this song may not reach the poignance of Nothing on You, but trust me, they're close.
6.
Number 6 is Let's Go by Calvin Harris and Ne-Yo. Based solely on the success of his charting singles like Feel So Close and Rihanna's We Found Love, I had pegged Scottish DJ Calvin Harris as a poor man's David Guetta, which is a shame because he put out some interesting material before hitting it big. Let's Go lies somewhere in between. It's not as complex as his older works, but it's not as mind-numbingly repetitive either. And combined with Ne-Yo's vocals and lyrics, the song will make you want to take an adventure of your own. It's like a musical version of Haruhi Suzumiya, although hopefully with less rapey grabbing. And sure, the lines, it's now or never, and tomorrow's good, tonight is better, contradict each other, but each on their own give you a good idea of what's at stake, and why taking action now, whatever said action may be, is preferable. Wait a minute, wasn't there that other song Ne-Yo was on about having a good time tonight in case he were to die tomorrow? Oh yeah, give me everything. Only this time they took Pitbull out of the equation, so bonus.
5.
Number 5 is Burn It Down by Linkin Park. It's a shame that they've been one of the few rock bands to have hits over the past decade, especially since Maroon 5 sold their sound out with their latest album, and Nickelback is, well, Nickelback. Meanwhile, Linkin Park are still associated with the over-the-top nu metal songs from their first album, like Crawling and One Step Closer, which have been hijacked in the name of joking about the emo culture. This time around, Burn It Down manages to capture strong emotions without descending into the same silliness. By my money, the strongest part of this song is Mike Shinoda's rap bridge, which played out a revenge fantasy that would make Alanis Morissette's You Oughta Know seem well adjusted. I'm just gonna move on before Chris Brown gets any ideas.